guys, today I am going old school and I'm playing with the Mothership 1 Subliminal eyeshadow palette from Pat McGrath Labs. I am creating this eyeshadow look today. I decided to go away from the blue eyeshadow look because I've done a blue eyeshadow tutorial before. I'll link that somewhere. But I just wanted to play with a look that's a little less colorful with this eyeshadow palette today. So I'm going to show you which brushes I use for each color and which color I use and then how I apply the colors. And at the end, I will just go do my eyeliner and eyelashes off camera, and then I will be back with the final eyeshadow look and just give you my overall thoughts of the eyeshadow look and whether this palette is still as good as it was when I bought it, because it is the first Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette after all. Now, I did prime my eyelids with the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer in the color YP3. And I added some of the Maybelline Express Brow Eyebrow Pencil in the color Cool Brown on the eyebrows. And I just set that with the NYX Control Freak Clear Brow Setter Gel. And I did set my eyelids with the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish in the color Light. It's a white powder. I've already used it quite a lot because I just grabbed whatever I had lying around and I just wanted to set it quickly so that it doesn't crease, because this concealer creases very quickly in the lid area if I don't set it very quickly. I'm going to start off with Ultimate Taupe on a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to use that as my transition shade, apply it in the crease area and just blend it upwards. This is a very nice shade. And just adding a little bit below the eye as well, just so that my under eyes aren't as white. Next, I'm taking depth on a slightly more pointed blender brush, and I'm just placing that in this deepest part of the crease. And just blending that into that previous shade. Just want to take it a little higher because of my hooded eye situation. I'm just taking the previous brush and just blending the edges a bit, just to get that blend a bit smoother. I'm taking Extreme Black on an angled smudger brush that I usually use to do smoky lines with. I'm placing that all against the lash line, close to the lash line, and then just blending it up into this outer V corner. And then I just take the last bit on the brush and just blend from that corner into the crease, just to deepen up this outer V a bit. I'm taking the previous brush from the depth color and just blending out the edges of this black into that depth, just here at the top in the crease. I'm taking Lilac Dusk on that same brush. I just cleaned it off with my Sigma switch, and I'm placing it on the outer half of the lid. It's a bit lighter than I expected, but that's okay, we work with it. And then I'm taking this beautiful VR Violet color on a finger and placing that on the inner half of the lid, blending it outwards. I'm just taking that dusk brush again the one with a bit of a point, and just blending these edges. I'm taking a bit of Skin Show Nude on a flat brush, just a small flat brush, and I'm placing that underneath the eyebrow and the brow bone, just close to the eyebrow to lift the brow a bit, and just lightening up this inner corner a bit with it. I'm also going to add sparkle, but just as a base to brighten it up a bit. I'm taking Astral White on that same brush. I just cleaned it off with my Sigma switch, and I'm placing that over the other lighter color in the inner corner, and just dragging it a little on the lower lid, close to the lash line, and blending it a little upwards into the innermost part of the lid. I'm just taking a clean, big, fluffy brush and just brushing all over the eyeshadow, just blending everything in. I think I'm going to leave it there. I really like the way it's looking. It's a nice, smoky, semi-purpley, hazy type of look. And I'm just going to go finish off my eyeliner and eyelashes, and then I will be back with the final eyeshadow look and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so I'm back with the final eyeshadow look. I only added a little bit of the Maybelline Sky High Mascara on the eyelashes. I didn't add any falsies. And I just added a NYX Epic Ink eyeliner wing at the top. I normally add some black eyeliner in the waterline as well, but I really like the way it's looking today. So I didn't add any falsies. I didn't add any waterline eyeliner. It's just the wing liner at the top. So what do you guys think? I really like that shimmery, smoky shade on the lids. It has a bit more, I don't know if you can see the blue shimmer, light blue shimmer that's coming off of that. I kind of didn't expect it to have such a bluish shimmer because I was leaning towards a more purpley type of thing. Not that it's a blue look, you can see it's still a purple look. But I really like the way it turned out. I like the way these colors blend still. Even after I've had this palette for so long, the mattes blend out beautifully and the shimmers still pack a punch. So I'm really, really happy with the fact that the palette formula lasts as long as it does, because even though there is a shelf life on the palettes, most of the time a good quality eyeshadow palette can last very, very long, even years after the shelf life actually indicates. So I normally only throw mine out when I can see there's a difference in the quality or the texture or the color of the eyeshadow products. I do it with most of my powder products. Liquid products I usually throw out after the expiration date because it has the potential to mold. But yeah, that being said, I like the look, I like the shades. I should actually play with this palette a bit more because it's a very nice palette. It has a bit of diversity in color. You can go with a dark blue, you can go with this purpley type of look, you can do a bit more of a golden eyeshadow look, and the matte shades are very neutral and very everyday usable. So let me know what you think about the eyeshadow look, and if you would like to see more of these old school Pat McGrath eyeshadow tutorials. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time, guys. Bye!